Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam video blog.
Hey everyone, Ron Pink here. Andrew Gerard and I have decided to take our Conscious Magic episodes 1, 2, and 3 and put them into a limited edition box set that we call the Conscious Magic Trilogy. In this trilogy, we teach our favorite effects that we perform in casual situations such as bars, nightclubs, private parties, and dinner events. Now, not only do we teach our favorite effects, but we also offer insights that will help you make your magic even stronger. We break down the whys, the hows, the whens, and all the important questions that you want to ask when you're a conscious magician. So check it out, Conscious Magic Trilogy, available now.
Right, so we're back, and it's been about 4 or 5 weeks since our last Alakazam video blog.
It has. Apologies for that. Obviously, we've been crazy busy, but also we've been trying to get our lives up and running.
Yep.
The idea was not to replace these with the lives, but at the moment, we've been crazy, but we're back. So we always say we're back.
Yeah. No, so the vlogs are something that we obviously want to keep doing. We want to keep them weekly as well. So what we're going to do, because we've been doing these lives, we've been having a lot of sort of learning with the equipment and trying to get everything going.
Up and running.
Yeah, and we've got loads of different ideas and exciting plans going, including this Wednesday, which is the 28th.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock, if you go over to our Facebook channel, we have got a very special live product launch.
Yes, indeed.
And this is something that I think is going to be great for you guys out there, because we've had quite a few creators and we're going to be doing it on our own products.
Yeah.
One of which there's already a lot of buzz going round, so I'm going to show you the box. I will not say any more about it, but this is going to be launched live on one of our Alakazam lives.
Yeah. And I will say as well, you'll get a after show ticket free to learn a couple of routines that aren't yet published. So
perfect.
It's always a good reason to buy on the night.
Yeah, and this live that we're doing on Wednesday, it's a mentalism effect. It's a close-up mentalism effect. It's really cool, something you can carry in your wallet. Now, I know there's a special deal for anyone that watches and purchases while we're live.
Cool.
And like you said, they're going to get a ticket to the after show party, where the creator is going to do a sort of unboxing of the gimmick.
Yeah.
Also give you a quick run through on video, because it comes with printed instructions.
Right.
And so you're going to get a special price. You're going to get the unboxing and a quick tutorial. And I believe he's also got another freebie if you buy on the night. And he's going to teach, I believe, a couple of other effects.
Great.
That don't use that, something completely different. And he's got some other special offers, so it's really, really worth tuning in.
So just a date on that again?
It's this Wednesday, the 28th of June at 7 p.m. British Summer Time, and that's on the Alakazam Magic Limited Facebook page.
Brilliant.
All right, so if you haven't subscribed to it, go over there, subscribe and turn on your notifications. And then if you go on Facebook at 7 o'clock or around 7 o'clock on Wednesday, you'll see us pop up and it will say Alakazam now live. Boom, press the button, and there you go.
There you go. Brilliant.
So that's that. But we kicked off. This is a bit of a special one this week.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to say as well, because we're getting all these lives sorted out, we're going to class Tuesday as our filming day. So we're going to be doing the lives, and hopefully we're going to be filming the vlog as well.
Yes.
So that's why we're sort of hopefully going to get back into doing them weekly. So we've set that day aside for filming. Yeah. But yes, so the whole intro was about this.
I know. Right, so Conscious Magic Volume 1 came out a while back.
Yep.
Obviously followed by number 2 because of its success, and now number 3 has just been launched. So instead of just going into number 3, I absolutely love this box set. So I wanted to do a special on it, a special vlog, because Volume 1 and 2 are worth their weight in gold as well. So if you haven't yet seen 1 or 2, the special price of the box gives you Volume 3 for free. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to kind of break through a few of the tricks on each of the DVDs, and then we're going to show a couple of the tricks from Conscious Magic 3.
Yeah.
So let's start by taking a look at just a couple of effects that I picked from Volume 1.
Ever since Paul Curry released Out of This World, there have been many variations. But my favorite's got to be Andrew Gerard's Real World. Uses an ungimmicked regular pack of cards, the spectator deals into 2 piles, and there are no moves, no sleight of hand. But what's really great about this is that the method takes place in the spectator's mind. And the premise itself involves the law of attraction, which is something I can relate to, and I know a lot of people will relate to this idea. So, welcome to the real world. Welcome to Hollywood. Let's go read some minds. I want you to focus on one person. Think of one person from all the people that you know. Just try to send out thoughts to me. Look you right in the eye. Emily.
Oh my god! No way! Oh my god! What? Are you serious? Wow! That's amazing! Wow! How'd you do that? What the fuck? Hell no! Out of any name you could pick, fuck you do that? And that's crazy. That's my girl. That's my wife. That's nuts, homie. What's your name?
So in your life, so far, how many people do you think you've met?
I don't know. Billion? That's all. No, just this. Yeah, a lot
So,
of people.
I want you to clear your mind and just think of one.
Okay.
Send it to me. Send it to me and look me in the eye. Repeat it again and again. Emma.
No way! No! Speechless! What? No!
Right, so they were 2 effects from Conscious Magic Volume 1. That was
So Real World,
Real World.
which is Andrew Gerard's take on Out of This World.
Yeah.
And T-Rex, which is a centre tear, but it is so good. I mean, there's a book on T-Rex. So that tells you the amount of detail that goes into it. But I will just say that the real highlight of these DVDs are the tips and the little...
the subtleties and the premises as well, because
you can tell they've put time and effort into this. You really can, and they've worked these things. And the whole sort of project is magic in a relaxed environment.
Yeah.
So although you'll be able to take some of these and actually work them at gigs, it is when you're out with your friends or you're out meeting people or future clients. That's the sort of time, a business meeting or something, where you can bring these into play.
yeah, and it's
great.
a lot of them are very sort of presentation based, so it is great for those times where you're sitting around with mates around the table and you're going to do something like Paul Curry's Out of This World. You wouldn't really do when you're gigging because it's quite a long effect.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting down with people, it's the perfect effect to do.
And this version's lovely, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's great. I mean, the guy sent me a copy of this before it was released, and I know T-Rex anyway because I had the book when it first came out from Ran. The Out of This World, I loved the cleanup as well. You know, anyone that does Out of This World knows the end bit of it is not dodgy. A layperson don't know, but to us magicians,
There's
it just
going on it now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Andrew's version, it just makes perfect sense, and it looks perfect. It looks, you know, really natural. So there's 3 effects on Conscious Magic Volume 1, but like Dave said, it's not all about the effect itself. It's the tips, the subtleties, and the presentations you're getting with it. So
These guys are amazing teachers, and their wisdom and advice is worth the price of the DVD on its own. So if you've always wanted to learn an incredible centre tear, now you see the reactions on that video. They're the reactions, and that's how it feels to the spectator. It's like you're plucking that thought out of their mind. And it's a great version of centre tear. So yeah, that's just 2 of the 3 you get on there, but that's Volume 1. I would spend time talking about all of the actual tricks on them, but we have 3 DVDs to go through, so just take my word for it. Any of these are great, but that's Volume 1. So now let's take a little look at a couple of the clips that I took from trailer of Volume 2.
I don't think there's a magician alive that hasn't been asked at one point, if you're so magic, why haven't you won the lotto yet? The idea of the lotto routines, or picking winning lotto numbers, has been played with by many people, myself included. Everything from electronic devices, special pads and gimmicks and whatnot. And Rand has a routine that is the only routine that I do. I love it. I've watched him develop it over the years. I've contributed to myself. It involves no gimmicks. It involves just a real lotto ticket. You can walk up to a store right now, buy a lotto ticket, buy some Powerball steps, fill them out, and predict the lotto numbers. It's incredible. Are you going to play those numbers?
Yes, when I leave. But he looks like a unicorn. That's insane. How did you do that?
And we're gonna win it together, and we're gonna continue this. When you see me at the lottery office collecting my money, I want you to be there.
It's simple, you're gonna do it right away. I know you're gonna love this. This is Get Lucky.
When you think of the ambitious card routine, we think of a multi-phase effect where a signed card goes from the middle of the pack to the top. But what Andrew's done is he flipped the script. He's created an effect where the spectator finds a better version of themselves. And that's why we call this becoming. The spectator pushes the card flush into the pack, places the cards in their hands like this. Now Andrew guides them through a journey of self-discovery, and after a few moments, they open their hands to reveal that their signed card is at the top of the pack.
How? It feels great. It feels like you're opening something that you have no idea about. It's beautiful. I love it. I feel slightly strange.
Thanks so much. You know, it's a hard city, like you said. There's a lot of people, and it's really easy to get kind of lost in it all. This is amazing.
I wish I could explain it. I can't. It's magic. It's literal magic. Andrew's amazing. Kind of at a loss for words right now.
Right, so they were two routines from Conscious Magic Volume 2.
Yeah.
And they were...
So you've just seen Get Lucky and Becoming. So Get Lucky is incredible, like lottery prediction effect that you can do pretty much impromptu. And
Right.
You can go and grab a couple, well, 4 or 5 of the tickets that you fill out.
For the lottery.
Yep. Give them a pen, and they dab the pen as many times as they want. I think, well, 6 times because the numbers. It makes sense, doesn't
Yeah.
it? 6 numbers in the lottery, so they dab it 6 times, and when you turn it around, wherever the dots are nearest or on are the numbers they go for. Pen's not gimmicked. You do this with literally in a moment's notice.
So you could literally just go into a shop, grab a bunch and perform it.
And get ready and go.
And that's the nice thing about these DVDs as well. A lot of the stuff is what we call impromptu. So even like you were saying, T-Rex, just need a billet or a bit of paper or a post-it note or something like that, and you can do it. With this, you just grab those and you're away. So not all of them are using playing cards. And
there's like a
that.
10-second setup for the Get Lucky one, and it's brilliant. Obviously, you can go and buy the ticket as well and have it as the reveal, or reveal it in any way you like. But really, really nice, really great idea. And again, so many tips and ideas and subtleties on it. And then there's 4 on this volume, but the other one I wanted to talk about was Becoming.
Now, I've seen you do this because when you first got that, you showed me Becoming, and it is great.
Yeah, do not underestimate Becoming. Seriously, I know as magicians we do Ambitious Card and love it, and it gets great responses from the spectator. Sign card, and it goes up, it comes. Look at it's here, it's there. But with this, it strips it all back and makes it a one-phase Ambitious Card routine, right? Now, that may sound a bit like one phase, but because of the premise and the story and the meaning that you give the spectator between them and the card, you grab their hand and their finger, they push that card square into the deck, and then they hold it between their hands. And because of the patter and the story, they then lift their hand up and they do it themselves. They turn over that top card. And it is so freaking strong. You've seen me do this.
Yeah.
It is a killer. I absolutely love it. And as I say, don't underestimate it. That's just 2 of the 4 that are on volume 2.
Yeah, and I will say, with Ambitious Card, I remember many years ago meeting Justin Hyam, who everyone knows is one of the best card guys in the world. And I remember sitting with him, and at that time we were actually filming Ben Earl's DVD, Past Midnight. Now, I'd never met Justin before,
Right.
and Justin didn't know who I was because we hadn't met. He had heard my name, but he didn't know who I was. So we were filming, and during filming we took a little break, and Ben said to Justin, would you mind showing the guy something? Now, Justin just thought we were camera crew, and all he did was a one-phase ambitious card. Now, as a magician, I'm sitting there waiting for something else to happen, but he said that is all he needs to do to fry a lay audience is just, you pick a card, I'm going to put it in the middle, we're going to put the cards down, snap our fingers, and it's on top.
Yeah.
And he said, that's it. That's all you need to do. I mean, obviously, that you don't want to go around gigging that,
No.
but it shows you the impact.
The
if
power,
someone like one of the world's best cardmen will do that to impress a layperson, it shows you how powerful that is.
Definitely, and I will just say off that note that this isn't just a DL and put it in, it comes up, but there is a really lovely structure and move to this. It is brilliant, and it all makes sense and it all flows.
Yeah.
So that is 2 of the effects from Conscious Magic Volume 2.
Yep.
So now we're on to the latest release of theirs, which is the number 3.
Yep.
And that, I mean, it just doesn't fail to impress again. There are 4 tricks on here.
Yeah.
We're going to show them. Right?
Yeah, I am all right.
Oh, good.
I just thought, for a moment there, I thought you forgot the title of Conscious Magic Volume 3.
No, I'm with it. Yeah, number 3.
Yeah.
No, I was just reminding myself of the tricks that are on there. And there are 4.
Right.
Of which we're going to show you 2. Pete's going to do one, I'm going to do one. But also, I wanted to just highlight the effect called White Room.
Yes.
Now, this is like a thought of card routine, but it is so clever. You get somebody to imagine that they're walking into an art gallery without the art. It's just a white room, blank canvas, and there's 2 buckets on the floor of paint. One's red, one's black, and I want you to pick a colour and paint on one of the balls. And now you go through the process, and they basically paint on the wall a colour, a value, and a suit. And through this process, you can tell them what card they're thinking of.
Wow.
It's really nice.
And the other thing that's just sprung out at me here is some of these effects were previously marketed as well. So if you have a look at something like T-Rex, I believe the booklet was more than the price, or
It's a proper
equal
book,
to the price, to the DVD. And I've just spotted on there, you've got Andrew Gerard's Accuracy, which once again was a marketed effect for 20 odd pounds, but there's no gimmick to it.
No, it's great, and that's actually one I'm going to be doing. The formula, I need to remind myself of the formula. Random number, shuffle the deck. Oh, that's what you're going to do. Sorry,
right.
You're going to do the formula. And then the STFU is a really great. Yeah, all 4 of these are superb. You get a gimmick in here as well. But this is a really lovely idea. You get them to pick a card, and they remember it, and you take a photo of them with the card, or their friend does, and then you make them forget the card. So when they look at the photo, it's not the card they thought it was.
Right.
And then actually when you go into your back pocket, there's one card that's been there the whole time, and it's their card. That's a really lovely effect. You get a gimmick in here for that. White Room, and then the 2 that we're going to show you. So.
Well, the one that I'm going to show as well, I was on Skype with Andrew Gerard about 3 years ago, and he performed it to me over Skype.
Yeah.
And it's something that I loved it when he performed it on me, to have an effect that you can do over Skype or in person. And the way he did it to me was you didn't need a deck. I know the way he describes it on here.
Yeah.
He describes it with a deck.
Yeah.
But you go through exactly the same process, but you just don't have a deck of cards, and you can do it all in their mind,
which
I think is really cool.
I think you can play with that actually and probably go in many directions.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we were talking earlier about different routes to take it, but we wanted to show the one that's actually on the DVD.
Yep.
But we've got some other ideas for it as well. But it's absolutely great. And just to remind them as well, before we go into the performance, that these are around about 31 or 32 pounds each, whereas the box set is only
about 70 to 75 pounds.
Yeah, so you're almost getting one free of charge.
Yeah.
One of the volumes. So okay, shall we watch a performance of
Yes.
What's it called?
I'm going to perform accuracy. Pete,
Yeah.
would you say I can influence your actions and movements?
No.
No?
No.
Just-
Oh, all the time.
No, I'm getting good at this. I'm going to try this.
Right.
All right, and I'm going to look away in a moment. The reason I have an iPad here is because I'm going to need to spin this coin. And on this beautiful table, it doesn't spin, it goes in the grooves.
Yeah.
So,
So you're just going to scratch up the back of my iPad?
yes,
Right.
instead.
Okay.
So you're going to spin it. Oh, you're going to spin it.
Yep.
And whatever it lands on, say here's tails, remember it.
Yep.
And drop the card on top.
Okay.
Once you've done that, let me know. I'm going to turn my head away.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Fell off.
That fell off. That's all right.
Fell off.
That fell off again.
Usually you can do this on just any table. We
Yeah.
are done, and it's all locked into the memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would also like you, if you could, to hold one of the bills in one hand and one in the other.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to mix them up. Mix and mix and mix. And then you're just going to stop. And don't even think about it. Just crumple one up in your hand. All right. And put the other one either under your seat or in your back pocket. So I can't see it. Yeah.
Yep.
So would you say, being turned away, I was able to influence any of your choices there?
No, not at all.
What if I was to say that I did, and I can accurately tell you exactly what is where?
Well, I would be very impressed.
Would you?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you this. The coin here, if you lift this up, we're going to see the head side.
And that is the head side. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but that is the heads.
In your hand is the £10 note, which means you're sitting on the 20.
In my hand is the 10. And in my back pocket
There we have it.
is the 20.
I love this routine.
It's great.
Seriously, guys, this is when I watched this and I saw the method, I went, "That is genius!" Like, it's
Well,
so good, and it's like pretty much impromptu.
It really is. I mean, this is obviously about the third or fourth time I've seen it. We didn't fake anything there. You see the coin rolls. I just went with whatever with the notes. But when you first showed me it,
Yeah.
I had an idea what was going on with the coin spin, but I was wrong. This totally got me. The thing that's very important here as well, if you need to watch it again and listen to what Dave says, because usually with this type of effect, you're used to the point where they're holding a note,
Yeah.
one's in the pocket, and you say, I would say that the note you've put away is the £20 note. Let me have a look. Yes, it is the £20 note you've put away, and the other one's in your hand. There's this sort of really weird bit of wording. Whereas with this, there is none of that. You tell them 100%
Yeah.
what is where.
I mean, it's aptly named accuracy because you're accurately telling them exactly what is where, and you hit every time, and
Yeah.
it's just so good.
And
The method is so good as well.
It is great, and there is a one-time setup for this,
Yes.
which takes. Seconds.
10, 20 seconds.
So you could do this on the fly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, without giving anything away.
Yeah.
It's almost, you'll know what I mean when you get it, but it's almost impromptu.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you do you set up one thing and then you can carry it with you all the time.
Yeah.
And then you're pretty much impromptu.
Right. And for that, you just need a coin and 2 notes. I mean, how cool is that to be able to be at a bar or at your friend's house and be able to do this? And it really is, you're not peeking at anything, you can be blindfolded.
It's great.
Yeah, it really is good, and it's easy to do.
So easy.
Really easy to do.
Love it. I don't really do a lot of mentalism, but this is something I can really see myself using. I genuinely mean that. And yeah, you don't get the iPad with it. I'll just throw that out there. And
yeah.
on the table.
Yeah, you don't have to use the iPad. It's not an app.
No, it's not an app. Yeah. So that is accuracy from Conscious Magic episode 3, and you're now going to show us the formula.
Lovely.
So let's take a look at that now.
David.
Yes.
We're going to try something out that relates to a pack of the cards, but it's going to start just in your mind.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
There was nothing funny in what I just said.
Nothing funny.
Right. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think of a playing card.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you've got your phone there. We're going to randomly generate something now
Okay.
as well. All right. Before we do that, I'm going to give the cards a real shuffle. All right. So firstly, if you imagine a deck of cards, you've got 4 suits, and in each suit there's 13 cards.
Yep.
So we're going to start the calculation with 13.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to turn my head. I don't want to know what it is you've got.
Yeah.
Now I want you to press the times button.
Okay.
And the card you have in your mind, the card that you're thought of, if it's a club, you're going to put in the digit 0.
Yeah.
If it's a heart, 1.
Yeah.
Spade, 2. A diamond, 3.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And when you've done that, press plus. And now you're going to put in the value of your card. So if you're thinking of a jack, queen or king, a king will be 13, queen 12, jack 11, but any number, if it's a 7, you put in 7.
Okay.
Yep. And then press equals. That will give you a randomly generated number.
Yeah.
A number that I can't know. And that number is going to relate, it's under 52, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's going to relate to a position within this deck of cards.
Okay.
All right. But before we go any further, I am going to give the cards. You can get rid of that number now, just keep it in your mind. I'm going to give the cards just a couple more shuffles, and these are genuine shuffles. You can vouch for that, yeah? Take hold of the cards, and what I want you to do is I want you just to deal face down to your number.
Okay.
Okay? This one.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so you thought of any card.
Yeah.
You've generated a number.
Yeah.
I've shuffled the deck without seeing what that number is,
Yeah.
and we've now dealt to this card.
Yeah.
Was your card a red card?
Yes.
Was it a heart?
Yes.
You know, I said this was all about the imagination.
Yes.
There was only really one card you could have thought of, and you had a totally free choice.
Yeah.
You couldn't have thought of the jack of spades because that wasn't there. You couldn't have thought of the king of clubs, that wasn't there. Couldn't have thought of the 6 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds. In fact, no other card was there.
Oh.
The only card that was in this pack was the 5 of hearts. But remember what I said, this was all to do with your imagination.
Ooh.
And that is the formula.
Really, really nice.
It's such a great trick. It really is. It's easy to do. You can do it with or without a deck. That would have worked just as well with me just reading your mind.
Yeah,
I
love
think
this visual.
Yeah.
I do love this visual.
Yeah. And that was only a quick little presentation I came up with for it. But it is, I think it's a really solid trick, and I think it will freak lay people out.
Yeah, definitely. And what's really nice about this, you use their phone. You haven't got to take it off them first and preset anything. They open their calculator, they go, and you go straight into it. It is brilliant.
And the other thing is, I revealed that at the end, but even to you guys at home, I wonder how many of them would have believed that was your card if I would have just done this bit and said there was only one card that ever existed, and that was the 5 of hearts.
Yeah.
And then I picked all these up and put these away. I wonder how many of you guys would have went, but there was only one card in the pack.
Yeah.
Because that's the way magic happens, you know?
Definitely.
It's what you perceive, but I showed
I
it.
think it's great.
Yeah,
Really, really
it's really good, really easy to do, take you 15 minutes to learn. And that's on volume 3.
3. So that's a new volume. So if you already own 1 and 2, you can pick up 3. We have it in stock right now at the time of filming. If you don't own any of them, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you've got to get the box set.
Seriously, this is a great box. It's one of the best box sets I think I've seen in a long, long time.
For workable material, stuff that you're going to go out and do.
Yeah.
And I really like it. I mean, me and Spellers had a DVD out many years ago called The Unexpected, which was impromptu routines. We did avoid things like playing cards, but this trick can avoid playing cards because you can do it all in the mind. And this seems to follow on that same route, and it's all about the process and the presentation and the tips and the psychology behind it all. I think it's a great investment. I really
It's
do.
about 4 hours worth of material on here, and wisdom, I've got to say.
Yeah.
You've got to listen to these guys. They're very, very knowledgeable and clever. So yeah, I can't rate this highly enough. I really, really love this. So if you like any of the stuff that you've seen us do, you know, we've told you what volumes they're on, but I would recommend the box set 100%.
Perfect. So that is our sort of Alakazam vlog Conscious Magic special.
Very good.
So yeah, get your hands on it, guys. You will not be disappointed. Like Dave said, even if you push the tricks to one side, just the knowledge you get from it and listening. I know both of these guys personally, and they are both very, very creative, very, very talented. Yeah, it's a great box set, and at the price, it's a steal. Absolutely. It really is. Right, so just before we go, I want to remind you guys that tomorrow we have, or Tuesday, I don't know when this is going to go out, but Tuesday, every Tuesday on our Facebook page at 2 o'clock, we've got an Alakazam live. And that's sort of a bit of a fun thing where we have competitions, giveaways, we talk about a few new products, we do some live performances. And then on Wednesday the 28th, that's this Wednesday at 7 p.m, over on our Facebook page, we have got a live product launch. So please try and get there and support the creator, because the more support they get, the more creators are going to want to come on the show and offer you their latest wares first.
Yeah, great opportunity.
Yeah, it really is. And remember, there's going to be some special things happening on the night as well. So until next week, we will try from now on to do a vlog every week. Obviously, sometimes if I'm on holiday or away or Dave's away, it may not happen. But we are pretty focused now on Tuesdays is our filming day. We got the vlog, we'll do the live. So we should be able to get it done every week. So thank you so much for bearing with us. Thank you, as always, for all your custom and friendship in Magic. And one more thing, if you haven't checked it out already, check out Night at the Casino by John Carey, because people are raving about this, and he fooled me with it.
It is great.
It's really cool. So until next week, guys, I'm Peter Nardi.
I'm Dave.
And we'll see you then.